Hey guys, what is up? So I wanted to quickly go over this game called Art of the War Red Tides. I will give you a quick overview into the game and show you some of the or most of the basics and how this works. So what is Art of the War Red Tides? It is a strategy game which is kind of like MOBA based. So if any one of you out there has played, let's say, League of Legends or Heroes of the Storm, you obviously know what a MOBA is. So this is kind of similar, only that it is a strategy game. All right, so now the game is a little bit different from the other strategy games out there. Instead of you controlling the units, all you really do is kind of build and create the units, but you don't really have a direct sort of control over your forces. And I will also now show you the UI and everything as well. Give me just a moment here. All right, so here's the UI for the game. Now, I have been playing this for a couple of hours myself, and I can tell you that it is a wonderful game, but I will also go over as to why I think this game burns out the same way a lot of the other free-to-play games do these days. So, how this works, this is kind of like I mentioned earlier, since this is kind of like a MOBA, all you have here is really like a casual match. You can do quick plays versus AIs. You have Command Academy. You can do custom games even. Then you have the ranked mode, which I haven't done myself. But you have the ranked, the arena. Now you can control your army. You have your army set up. And you have also the units. Each of the units you can also upgrade. And here's why the game burns out the same way some of these other free-to-play games these days. The problem is that each of these upgrades will cost you gold. And the only way you're gonna get gold is either you pay or you play a lot. Now, the person who comes first to play this game and he decides that he's gonna put money into it is gonna have a massive advantage over you if you decide to play this for free. A massive advantage. I've already tried the matches and everything, and I can tell you that some of these guys have all units like upgraded, and you're gonna stand no chance if you don't put money into the game. Okay? Now, let's talk about why this game is actually really good. Okay? So it's good because the way it works, it's just very interesting concept between sort of like a strategy and a MOBA put together. It's like you start off by creating units, right? You create the units, so each player takes turns now. So once you have created your units, you're gonna have to wait until the turn comes so the units will spawn. That's how it works pretty much. What else? So the map, each player start from the left position and the right position, right? And then you have the middle part in the map, which has resources. Whoever gains control over the resources in the middle will have a huge advantage, since the resources will give you extra. Yeah, it just gives you extra resources pretty much, right? So whoever gains the control gains advantage pretty much. But at the same time, if another player, let's say, they save up and start building something bigger, so eventually they will gain control over the map, even though you won the early game, right? So there's a lot of like interesting concepts about the game, and it sort of like plays out. Now, I haven't played this long enough to tell you guys like whether some of the things are overpowered or not, but since this is a free-to-play game, we can all sort of agree on the fact that things, or typically games like this, have something that is slightly more powerful than the other one. So yeah, I think I went over that. So this was like sort of the overview part. I will now explain you the basics of how it works, right? So first of all, what you have is your army setup. Now under army setup, you can see that you have 3 different races. You can pick whichever one you want, whatever you feel like is suits better for your playstyle or whatnot. But yeah, you have 3 races here. You can create new tabs. These are sort of your setups. And each time a game starts, you can pick between each of those setups that you have created for yourself, right? So this is sort of your pre-game setup, so to speak, all right? So yeah, that's it. It is very straightforward. There's nothing hard in it. Now, when it comes to upgrading units, all you need to do here is just go under here. You press the info. You unlock. You press cancel. This is kind of weird. This is a little bit awkward because you actually have to press cancel there to find the place where you can upgrade the units. So yeah, this is pretty much how you upgrade the units here. Nothing really hard in it. Everything is very straightforward. Now you also have what is called, so you have your rune pages, so to speak, and you can find the runes under here, right? So yeah, this is what you have, right? So here's what you can do. You can manage your runes and whatnot. Very similar, actually very similar to how, you know, League of Legends rune pages work. This is very similar to that. I think that's it for the basics of the game. You also have achievements in the game, and you know, you can earn the money throughout completing certain tasks. Every now and then they will send you a mail where you get more monies. Very typical to your free-to-play game these days. Yeah, that's about it. And of course you have your store here if you want to pay to win, sorta. Because honestly, guys, I have to be very honest. The only downside for this game is that it feels more like a pay-to-win right now than it is more of like a free-to-play. So it can be very frustrating from certain point on. You're like, oh god, well, I can't really win a game like this. Okay, guys, so here is the gameplay portion of it. Now, I'm not gonna comment on top of it. I'll let you guys decide whether you like the game or not. Hope you enjoy it, and I'll catch you later.
Prepare yourself. The battle is about to begin.
Direct me to the injured.
They will be cleansed by fire. Ready for battle.
Our soldiers have arrived at the battlefield. Prove your value to your ally. Dominating. Godlike. Legendary. 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 Revenge. Dominating. Revenge. Soul Essence Mine upgrade completed. Dominating. Revenge. Dominating. Revenge. Dominating. Revenge. Dominating. Revenge. Dominating. Revenge.
No retreat, no surrender.
Dominating. Our troops have destroyed the enemy's outer turret. Revenge. Dominating. Revenge.
I sense danger may be near.
Dominating. Solar Essence Mine upgrade completed. Revenge. Dominating. Revenge. Dominating. Revenge. Dominating. Revenge. Don't be discouraged. We are only retreating temporarily. Dominating. Revenge. Dominating. Revenge. Dominating. The final battle is about to start. Get ready for the last charge. Revenge. Dominating. Well done, Commander.
So yeah, guys, this was the overview of Art of War Red Tides for you, and explaining some of the basics and showing the gameplay. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye.